knew to keep our mouths shut. Daddy kept the moonshine anywhere, behind a stump or in a stump. The sheriffs liked my dad, so they weren't going to bother him. They'd drink with him. They would call Joe, who was her husband, who went into business with his father-in-law, and they'd say, "The officers are coming, get hid. Get everything out of the way." Daddy drank, but he knew how to do it. I never saw him drunk a day in his life. He took a sip every morning before breakfast. First thing after he'd get up was go get his drink. Everybody did that at that time. That was their medicine. Maybe that was the reason they lived a long time. And as I said, Margie's 95. They'd use that whiskey to kill their germs. He had a certain place to keep it, a cabinet like to put his stuff in. Mommy just left it alone. She never did drink it. For medicine, they would put some water with it and let you drink it, but no sugar. Joe made whiskey too. He was without a job and just farming. That's the way we made a living there when my boys was born. Dr. Rivers, he's the one that delivered my babies, he wanted to see what was done making liquor, and he made me take him through the woods and ivy and everything. Joe didn't know I was a-comin'. Joe made a pretty little house to cover up in. Had a roof and sides on it, about 15 feet square. I hadn't been there myself, but I knew where it was. Had a little road through the ivy. So I took Dr. Rivers down there. He didn't know what to think. He was a good friend of mine, so we did that, but I was afraid Joe would whip me. Joe was there, and his partner was too. Water was coming down the hill. They put that, and then you start again. You repeat that till you use up all the beer in those barrels. You get about 40 gallons of moonshine out of those 5 barrels. This solution that comes out of this first run, they call